to another session of Tao Panda Training! Oh, please, settle down, settle down. Today is Saturday. Hopefully everybody's full of energy because it's the weekend. And what better time to exercise than the weekend time? Plus, this is the last day before our 2-day break. So that means everything we do today has to be 100%, 110%. Last time we introduced a new stance, and so we will be incorporating that into today's sesh. So if you're not familiar with the stance, I highly recommend you check out video number 8, where we first introduced the stance. But we will be going through the transition of the new stance again today, just not as in-depth, so you will still be able to follow along with us. I just recommend visiting number 8 if you weren't with us on Thursday at a later time. So you go over mostly transitions for that entire time. So, it's very good transitional review. So, without further ado, Micah, if you will join us. We love you, Micah. Alright, and we're going to start with some stretches, of course. You better back up, little lady. Okay. I like to start with my arms. Most people know that by now. Oh, how dare you!
Oh, I should have had my fist better. You're gonna get some social justice warriors blaming me on
Oh my god.
hitting you.
Jesus. Can you do that if somebody knows martial arts and they get their butt kicked? It's like, shouldn't you have defended yourself? Or is that just like stereotyping martial arts people? Martial arts people's lives? I'm like... Alright, so we did our arms, yes? For the most part. Actually, another stretch for the arms besides the lacy fingers pull back that also can get up here by your clavicles. If you're near a wall, you act like you're gonna hug it, but then you turn to the side. This stretch means business. And I don't know any other way to get this stretch than by doing this. And you could bring your arm up higher. And the same thing with the other side. So good. And that's just a stretch that I do on my own, and I introduce it to Micah. He loves it. So,
I do love it.
if you need to stretch out like this area, all the way down here, up through here, that is the stretch for you. Right here, like, you know, that section that crosses in front of your armpit.
Right.
Okay, moving on to our legs. Again, I like to do the step forward and rock it back. And I try to, like everything, get my hips in line, because when you square up your hips, it actually gets a little bit of a deeper stretch. Would you think? I mean, would you say?
Yeah, I would. I've been messing around with it a little bit.
Like even when we stretch our calves against the wall.
Yeah.
If you, like when we lean like this, if
Yeah.
you square your hips.
It gets like deeper, like both
yeah,
sides of your
it
calves.
does. And I've never realized.
Micah's never been a believer in squaring up his hips, so we'll be stretching our legs. Because we do other stuff, you know, like we'll play disc golf, you know, it's a lot of walking, and then play tennis, so it's a lot of like those quick bursts of sprinting. You know, so we'll stretch out before and afterwards, and he never wants to square his hips. And I try to tell him, oh my god, John, you have to square your hips, it's so deep. Well, he doesn't like stretching his legs anyway, because it's really hard for him, he's not flexible that way. So I can understand if it adds like more discomfort, then it's like, I'm just gonna keep my hips to the side a little bit. Because it's like as soon, you can like, you don't even have to go forward more. It's like as soon as you do this, it's just instantly more. It's crazy. Okay, we're gonna bring it down. Pull your toes back. Try to reach your toes. It's okay if you can't reach them. Just as long as you're pushing. Look, I don't even think Micah notices, but he can already reach a lot closer to his feet than when we first started doing our stretches, which we started before we started our Kung Fu sessions. He could only reach probably like here. Look how big of a difference regularly stretching has made. So if you're in the same boat, and I used to be bad too, I could only do this. Now look at me, I could go wrist to toe. It's crazy. But this one, for some reason, out of all the stretches, it is the least comfortable. You know, this gives me the most discomfort, where it's just like, ugh. It's not a pleasant stretch feeling.
No. So bad.
Ugh. No.
Look at that dweeb.
Oh my god. She thinks she's cute. And we have Tynan today. For everybody. We have a dog and a cat. It's not all about the dwee.
Oh, we're going to this one. I love him.
This one, on the other hand, Micah's loved him since the beginning. And I think it's because you don't really realize how much you use your thighs, you know, the top and back of it, and also your glutes. You use it for everything. Every time you stand up, when you're walking, when you're running, doing whatever throughout the day. That's like this stretch, boom, changed my life.
And I personally feel like it goes a little deeper if you put your back against a wall.
Ooh.
That's me personally.
Look at this. I will take Micah's
Keep going back.
advice.
There you go. Or is it about the same for you?
It's about the same.
Oh, maybe your back is pretty much a wall anyway.
Yeah, I don't bend my back a lot.
No, you don't. It's crazy. She has some of the best posture of anybody I know, if not the best.
It feels weirder to me to sit slumped than it does to sit straight. But sometimes I do it.
I'm so slumpy.
Like, we have another stream that we do for video games. So it's like we're both sides. We're the active exercise people, but we're also the couch potatoes. It's just like, we're just going to play some video games. Sometimes I'll slump a little bit. Slump here and there. But majority of the time, I find ways to, you know, sit on the couch and maintain form. Okay. I'm gonna slide up a little bit so we can do the butterfoot eye.
Ooh, butterfoot eye.
So I believe you're actually supposed to grab your feet further out and then bring them in. Because not everybody can bring them in. And then you're supposed to try to push them down. So if you can only go, you know, this far in, that's fine. Pull your toes towards you and then try to, you know, push your knees downward. But I can, yes, but I can I can finally bring them in, because this used to be a really hard one for me too, and I can't really bring my knees down that much, but I work on them. Little bit, little progress every time you do something, you get a little bit better. Unless you're half-assing it, then you'll make zero progress. In fact, you might get worse. And that's for anything you do. You half-ass it, you might as well not do it.
Is that proper?
Oh my god. I don't know how Micah is so flexible, like, horizontally, because most men aren't, you know. That's just the thing. But not this guy.
But vertically, I'm horrible.
Yeah. So before we stand
So
up,
bad.
if you are like Micah and you need maybe a little extra time to stretch this way, Micah, if you would please assume the position.
But I've been doing better, I swear.
Torture desu. Torture desu. Alright. Foot at heels.
Have fun.
Okay. 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 Good. Oh yeah. I asked you here so I can.
Like, yeah, go ahead, do the stretch.
Alright. So tighten up your legs. Take an inhale. Then when you exhale, try to relax all of them. Beautiful. Yeah, there you go. Push it. Ooh, very nice. Okay, inhale again. Try to relax these when you exhale and push a little bit extra. There you go. Hold it. And you try to relax these suckles. Nice. There you go. And actually, since we've been doing this, you've gotten better.
Less tense in my leg bits.
Hi.
Oops.
For some reason, it's always our dog's time when we're doing this to trim her toenail. I don't know why. It's like clockwork. We do this, she trims her toenails.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, here we go. If you like this stretch for your thighs. Some people are weird about this stretch. Personally, I think it feels nice. So.
I love it.
Alright, so now, legs apart. So, we usually go from our right side to our left leg. Today, we're going to go left side to right leg. Oh-huh. Get out of my face, do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Into the middle. To the other side. I heard you go. I was like,
And where does this stretch on you?
this one does my inner thighs. Also, I feel this twist on my back. It stretches out.
Yeah, my back popped.
It's so good for you. Okay. Up slowly now. Now we're going to reach up. Our palms are going to be straight down. And try to touch the ground flat palm. If you can't reach it, that's okay. Just don't bend your knees to touch the ground. Keep your legs straight. Then take a deep breath in. And then when you exhale, really try to relax your leg muscles. Particularly the ones on your inner leg, your inner thigh, the groin area. Really relax those. A lot of people don't realize that your inner thigh and your groin area can be very tense majority of the time. So you have to learn how to relax those muscles, and it really affects your stretchability, your flexibility rather. Okay, now we're going to turn our palms around We're gonna take a couple of walks. Walk our palms back through the legs as far as you can. And we're just gonna hold it. Alright, now we relax. Now we come up slowly. Okay, now keep your legs like this, bend them, hands on the knees, and we're gonna push outward and try to relax your legs while you do this, and just let your arms kind of pry your hips. If you turn to one side, it's hard to stand like this and also relax your legs, but you'll get it over time. At first it's like, what the heck? But then you slowly start saying, oh, I can relax my legs. Okay. Whew. Are we ready? Hi. Phew.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting this one in. My favorito. And then this is that if you
Square up your hips.
square your hips,
Yeah.
you can feel it so much deeper. And foot straight.
Mm-hmm. Ah, so good. Like, this is the type of stretch where it actually feels like I might be like ripping my muscles apart right now, but it feels good.
Yeah. Also, if you ever have a Charlie horse, this is how you get rid of it.
Yeah, Charlie horse was in your thigh.
Oh, I thought it was in your calf.
Oh, it is? Oh.
Pretty decent at keeping my heel down.
Yes, and this stretch will also help prepare you.
For side horse.
Yes, for keeping that heel down. I know you've been popping your heel up. That's okay. As long as you pay attention and you catch yourself and you put your heels back down. Okay. Oh, I can feel it. I'm going to be a water guzzling fiend today. Okay. Let's do our saluto. Chinkai-shu. Chisosu. Very nice. Okay. So, get in your favorite windmilling position.
On my back.
What? Jesus. Okay. Remember, feet forward. If your feet have a tendency to be outward or inward, then make sure you turn them straight. And it's going to put some pressure mostly on the outside of your ankle if your feet do tend to move outward while you're like walking or standing. But that's okay because you'll stretch them out over time. Just remember to catch yourself and turn your feet in because they'll wander off on you. Okay, your knees should be out. Knees bent. Hips should be tucked. Shoulders down, and we're ready to go. We're going to start with our upward windmills. Now, little extra addition here. When you're doing your upward windmills, if you slightly tilt your head up, not like you're looking straight up at the ceiling, but just slightly tilt your head up and even make your gaze a little bit above flat, just like right here, just a slight increase in your angle, probably like 20 degrees. That will really help with keeping your form for this one. And remember, we've been learning how to feel our legs pushing and pulling our arms. Let's see. Dali says, hello, I don't want to learn Kung Fu. LPSA, you're doing a very nice job with your instructions, but no one is here following you, you know, not to come out disrespectful. But yeah, I just wanted to chat. That's why we record every sesh, so everyone can go back and watch them. So we're all good. And thanks for hanging out. All right. Remember, you want to feel your hips and your legs in your windmills. Okay, so you're not just standing here solid like a brick, moving your arms. No, it comes from your hips. Your knee comes down, and your hip comes forward. And then as it comes back up, your hip squares itself up again. And in the meantime, your other side, since it's always opposites, is ready to come forward and then square up again. And if you need to slow down a little bit to try to feel the circular motion in your legs and hips, then go ahead and do that. That's what Tai Chi Chuan is for. And then you could try to speed it up a little bit. And then slow it down again, see how your form's doing. Then try to speed it up again. Okay, now we're going to take our deep breath and we're going to, what's the word? No, tense up your stomach, but I was saying a particular word.
Abdominal?
No. Anyway, you're going to tense up your stomach.
Core?
No. You're going to tense up your stomach. And you're going to keep it tense as we go into Pao Chuan, okay? And remember, you're not just, don't go stiff again and just start moving your arms real fast. No, keep your full big circles. You're not going to shorten up your circles. Keep them big, full range of motion. And you're not going to get stiff and move just your arms. You're going to feel your legs and your hips and your stomach being tightened. How that's going to help your whole body whip your arms around instead of just your arms trying to move faster. Okay, you ready? Okay. I'll try. Sheng Chuan. Remember, you're not just moving slowly. You're squeezing your fists. And you're grabbing the ground with your toes. Really squeezing those toes. And your stomach is still tight. And your whole arm is tight all the way up through your chest, your stomach. Your legs are tense. Remember, Sheng Chuan is all about dynamic tension. It's not just loose, moving, slow. If you imagine a big stone wheel is in front of you, and you're moving this handle to try to spin it all the way around. Okay, now. I love everything about this streamer instructions. The fluffy dog, the dude behind who seems really into Kung Fu, but I'm really not into Kung Fu for me. School starts in a few weeks. So I thought I might chill with someone, talk about stuff, you know. Oh my god, you're so fast. It looks so unreal. I apologize. Keep doing what you're doing. Holy guacamole, bro. That was awesome. Keep it up, man. Yo, both are good. Wish you guys all the best, bros. Thank you. Now, we're going to transition to your left side horse stance. And remember, we're going to stay in Sheng Chuan. And we're going to prepare. And while we transition, we're not just going to relax our bodies. We're going to change that tension into momentum. And you're going to square up your hips. Drive your heel into the ground. Make sure you bend that front leg. And you're going to change the energy from that tight, tense to speed. And then slow it back down afterwards. Okay? So one more time. We're in Sheng Chuan. Tense, tense, tense. Remember, that right arm comes up. You bend the right leg. Prepare your left leg for where it needs to be. Now we turn as the left arm comes up. And then you drive your heel into the ground. This way you convert your energy instead of just losing it. He says, are you guys dating? We're actually married. Sheikh Fahadali? Sheikh Fahadali? Beautiful, beautiful. With the hip. Ooh, not bad. You could do something better with that heel. Your heel always gets a little loose. You got a loose heel. Do you suffer from loose heel syndrome? Better. And remember, really,
it feels like it catches me.
Really whip it, like you're gonna go into like a burst of Paltron.
Oh.
Burst of Paltron. Nice. All right, do them again.
There.
So it says. Boom! Beautiful. Stay there. Is that your spot usually?
No,
Oh, okay.
like here.
So he says, I would love to do this with... Oh, sorry. Whoa, awesome. I would love to do this with my wife one day. I'm 19 at the moment. So, you have kids? Nope, the only kids we have is this
My couch.
and that. And you see how they are. No, but no human kids yet. You ready?
Hi.
Okay, so we're here. And another secret reason for me having everybody add that extra momentum when you switch into your side horse stance isn't just to convert your energy, even though that is the result. It's because if you're not transitioning properly, what's going to happen is you'll turn and then you won't be able to keep your balance properly. But then you try to shrug it off like, no, I'm good. No, you're not good. if you do lose your balance and you get wobbly when you go fast after that transition, then what you need to do is possibly move that left leg that's going to become your front leg once you turn. Move it backwards a bit so that when you turn, your stance is wider this way and you still have the same length forward and backwards. So if you do that, you'll have a wider foundation and you should have no problem keeping your balance. The balance should be the last problem. So first thing, make sure you fix the width of your stance. Then the next thing, make sure your back heel is down and your hips are square. Ore. Turn my back for 2 seconds.
Oh boy.
Take advantage of the situation. So, just like when we were facing front, don't get stiff and start just moving your arms now that we're sideways. It's going to be a lot more difficult for most people to feel your hips and your legs connected with your circles, but that's okay. That's just the nature of the stance. So, remember, don't stay static with your legs. You want to feel how they move with your arms. How your hips get this little extra push behind them to really get the power behind. Even though right now we're in Tai Chi Chuan and we're not necessarily tense or anything, just like how I was going over last session, you should be able to, at any moment, apply power if you need to. So during this circle, with my arm, at any point, if I pick this side over here, I should be able to grab and rip something if I need to. Or from down here, rip it up. Okay? Or from diagonal, or from out this way, with both hands. If you imagine 8 points in your circle, like an octagon, you should be able to, at any of those points, have balance and have power. And you only do that by using your legs and your hips. Okay? Just because you need to have your hips square doesn't mean you should be afraid of using them to help your arms get the momentum and power they need. Okay, we're gonna go into Pao Chuan. So remember, take a deep breath, grab the ground with your feet, and tighten up your stomach. Pao Chuan. Shang Chuan. You want to be tight. Should feel like something is constantly pushing against you. Make sure you're breathing deeply. And it's going to feel at first like you have to force yourself to breathe deeply. Like you can't catch your breath. But it will get easier. Now, we're going to transition into our new stance, cat stance. Okay? So remember, as that left arm comes up, little bend of the front leg. Then as the right arm comes up, you shift your weight to the back right leg. And you also turn your foot this way. So you should have your arms and legs mirror image of each other. You've got one of them bent, one of them's bent, one of them straight, the other one's straight. And as you continue the circle, you're about to pull this left arm up. That's also when you pull that left leg in. You pull it in, and as you complete the circle, see, it's like your arm has a lever on your body. So your arm comes up, your body automatically turns with it, and you square your hips. Remember, your weight distribution should be about 80% on the back leg, 20% on the front leg, so not 100% on the back. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate real quick. Okay, so we're here. 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 Okay? So once you get to this final point and you're about to spin yourself back to the side, that's the time when you release that tension and you turn it into movement. And really get your hips square. And get them, don't let your butt start sticking out. Get your hips underneath you. So he says, best of luck in your marriage, guys. What do you guys do for work? I like both of you. Also, what are your future goals? By the way, maybe try making DVDs and selling them on Amazon or making a YouTube channel. You guys are doing some good here, but I feel that you can do much more. I mean, Twitch is primarily for 12-year-olds to watch a ninja play Fortnite for 10 hours or some weird dudes to watch, you know, maybe try YouTube. It's a Snap or something. They're more friendly with this type of content, I feel. Hey, have a nice day with you. Much love. Take care. Thanks, Sheik Fahadali. Again, thanks for hanging out. And we actually do transfer our videos. Like I said, we record every session and we transfer our videos. Oh, almost like Bruce Lee. Do it again. We record every session, so they are available to go back from number 1 all the way up till today. And we do periodically upload the video also to YouTube. So we've got them in both places. But I like where your mind is at. Whoa! Just imagine the slinkiness of a cat, you know? You see Raya skulking around in the nighttime. How she prowls, you know? You're here. You get a lot of power from this dance, even though it feels like you don't.
I'm trying to get the part where you with your right hand coming over.
Yes.
That's when you bend.
That's beautiful. Yes.
Then
transfer your weight. Boy, high. Yep.
Okay. Let me try it one more time.
Oh, okay. And then I want you to try something. And you practice your transitions too. Anytime we pause for Micah or myself to practice, that's when you practice too. Because we're not there in person to guide you. So use all these opportunities. If one of us makes a mistake, beautiful. Did you feel like you had control?
I do, but it's on the back end. The thing that I'm struggling with is where the connection is with the because you say lean forward.
Yeah, a little slight
lean
baby.
Forward.
Yeah, and then you transfer the weight to the boy. High.
Right.
All right.
But when do you what is it connected to with the lean forward? You know what I'm saying? Or do you not? Is it?
It's for you to grip and push yourself, right? So if you were here and I just wanted to pull straight back, I could do that. But it's kind of abrupt. There's nothing really to connect this stance to this one. Now I'm just pulling back. Right? But if you get this slight, just
So
a
that's it.
slight little bend forward, now my leg is engaged. Now I'm not just turning and pulling back. Now I'm pushing with this one, pulling with this one, and then I can rip it up
I gotcha.
together.
So it's, because what I'm more so wondering is, because you explain it, but with this right here is where you do the bend. And when you're grabbing back up, you're like laying down your leg.
Yeah.
More so, because that's what I'm wondering. Because it's when do you start leaning forward a little bit, and it's when the right hand or the left hand gets to this position, and then when you're pulling, it's more so moving.
Yeah. And
To
if
get
you
that.
imagine with your arms, if you like give yourself a picture, you come forward when this arm is up, then if you imagine that you're going to grip onto something with both hands, and you need to counterbalance it, right? So you're pulling something down, and you're pulling something up at the same time, you pull it back, and then you let go of it.
I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we always talk about the connections.
Yeah.
And have your legs are connected to your arms. And that was the only part I was missing, was where the bend was.
Because you were doing it perfectly.
But I didn't feel
Oh.
like the idea. Because I feel like with everything else, I have a decently good idea. Oh. That was bad. Is that okay?
That's pretty good.
Give another go?
Now, after you pull back, I want you to really time it so that this arm, as it passes like right in front.
Oh, okay.
Because I feel like your timing is like you either do your arm first and then you turn, or you turn and then you do your arm. Just like that. Just like that. Do it again. Jesus, Pirate 6969. This is not the proper channel. Very nice. How did that one feel?
That was good.
Did you feel the like you were on a hinge?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Stay. Good. What? Okay. So you just pull back. Make sure your hips are square. It's going to be very difficult at first with this one because you have got your back leg, your right leg is actually facing the side instead of facing forward, which is your hips should naturally be square if you're facing forward. You've got one of them out, so your body wants to open up your hips, but you have to keep them square. And what helps is if you drop that knee, get a little extra drop in that knee. Okay. And again, you should still be able to feel the connection with your legs. This is a new stance. We only went over it last time, so it's going to be more difficult to feel how your legs and hips are connected with this one, especially since you have 80% of your weight on just one leg and only 20 on the front leg. Plus, your front foot isn't even down. You're on the ball of your foot. But do your best to try to feel when you rotate your hips, bend your legs, draw the power for your windmills. We're going to take a deep breath in, tighten our stomachs, and we're going to go into Pao Chuan. Pao Chuan. Shong Chuan. Now you're going to transition back into your side horse. So you're going to do the exact opposite of what we did to get there.
Killing me.
And I know this one gave you a little trouble last time. Hi. Niet. There you go. From here, remember? Just like coming from front horse. And then you drive your heel into the ground. There you go. Come on!
I am.
There you go. Keep that. Hi. Much better. Keep your heel down. So how is it compared to last time?
It's better.
Now remember, it's just like coming from here. You know? You drive your heel into the ground. So when you come out of your cat stance, just think about it like you went into your front horse stance, right? And you prepared to go to the side. That's all it is. It's the same. Don't let the putting your leg out distract from that. Ah. Come on. Remember, when we practice our transitions, you practice too. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's do them again. Keep your heel down. Lost balance. Yes. Oh my god, someone put wax on and a different person said wax off. Does it feel like you're driving your heel into the ground?
Kind of.
It's just like the front one. Just like front to side. And you drive your heel into the ground. How's Bettle? So how did that one feel?
I felt my heel. So I think that's good. Is that good?
Here, go to the front. And transition to the side. Weak.
Was it?
Yes.
Boo. I gotta keep my continuing motion.
Yeah, and you keep turning on the ball of your foot. Keep your heel down. That's all about driving your heel into the ground. Got it?
Is that so wrong?
Better. That you're about to run forward once you turn, right? Now from cat stance. You should feel that same. I'm about to take off running afterwards. Wow! Battle! Much better. Did you feel it more? Did you? Don't you lie to me. Did you feel it?
Yeah, I felt it more.
Okay. One more. Start off a little further back. Back. Hi. Because we're going to continue our windmills.
That's too far black.
Oh my god. Just don't want you to have to move your stance afterwards.
Oh, my heel is so wet.
Why are you leading with your front leg again? It's all about driving your heel into the ground. It's about maintaining the back tension to propel you.
No, I'm so off now.
Are you holding your breath?
Yeah.
Stop.
My leg hurts.
Bend your leg. There you go. There you go. Oh! From here. Now you drive your heel into the ground. You see? Alright, now let's go. Come on, you've got this. You had it. You had a couple. You just need to bring it back around. Oh, Bettle. Just hold it. Hold it. Okay. So let's see some Kung Fu from the study. And then someone waved. Hello, everybody. And then we've got Privyet. Что тут происходит? I'm not sure. Что тут происходит? Right? Происходит? What are you doing? Is that what that is? What's going on? We're doing some training. Anybody can join us. Because yes, we are doing Kung Fu, but it's actually very good exercise in general. Because it gets your body going. So, or if you feel like you might get lost because you have no idea what we're doing, we record everything so you can watch it back from number 1. But in the meantime, thanks for hanging out. And привет. Okay, so we transitioned from our new stance that we learned last time. Remember, feel your legs and your hips. You're not just stiff like a board moving your arms. It's your legs. You need to move. You need to be fluid. Okay? Now we're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to tighten our stomachs, grab the ground with our feet, and we're going to go into Paochuan. Paochuan. Chuan. Remember, you're tight, tight, tight. Don't slack off, because nobody's watching. Your whole body should be tense. Now we're going to transition 180 degrees to the right. Okay? Remember, stay in Sheng Chuan. Feel the transition, and right before you're about to drive that heel into the ground, or I should say right as you drive your heel into the ground, transfer that hard tension into moment. Okay? So, your whole body is tight. You have tension there. Tight, tight, tight. So, we've got Kakoyo-tibia upbeat. Oh no, I'm losing it. I'm so far behind.
Can we see the cat, please?
What is your training experience? Oh, okay. Well, I've just been studying Kung Fu for about 15 years. So I'm not a master or anything. I did earn my black sash, but I still consider myself a student. But my particular style of Kung Fu isn't taught a lot in the United States. So I just wanted to share it. So we have our stream. Practice. Look, you turn your back. 2 seconds. He's taking liberties.
Gotta rest my leg.
You see this? So we've got our stream where anybody can join with us. And we also record every time so that anyone can start from number 1. So it's like a twofold scenario. We train together, but also we can document the training at the same time. You gotta make sure you get that zen right. Come to learn the great Kung Fu. It's an awful small living room. Don't kick the cat. Your cat is cute. You ever sneeze so hard, your fingers broke. Let me see the cat, please. Who do you think you are? Fix the focus on the cam. Doggo Poggo. The dog is amazing. This is some next level stuff. Man, you guys are going crazy today.
Why are you showing the cat?
Oh.
I
Like
didn't
up
know.
close?
Yeah, why not?
Oh my god. No, you're having me disturb her.
She's like,
I don't even know if that shows her or not. Look at her. She's so upset about it now. She's like, what's going on? Why am I here? Who did this to me? Look at her. Okay.
Leave that cat alone. That cat is so cute. Oh my god. So we've got a torn audience.
So Kung Fu это боевое искусство или это элементы шоу фильмов? Kung Fu, a martial art, they're elements of a show for movies. It is for martial arts. It's for martial arts, so it's for self-defense, but it's also for training your body to get stronger and faster, more flexible, you name it. It increases your stamina, your endurance. I can't speak for all forms of Kung Fu, but the form of Kung Fu that I've trained in is just for life. It has changed my life. For the better. It has changed my body. So, I highly recommend even 15 minutes out of our class. Goro-chan! Stay out of the way! Okay. Poor Micah's dying over here now. Okay. So we're here. We're gonna go into Paltron. What is Blue Guy doing? Blue Guy! Your new name is Blue Guy. He's continuing to do his windmills because I won't let him stop, even though I'm trying to stay on top of everything. Like a good grasshopper should.
I'm gonna have a dead grasshopper.
Okay, so we're grabbing the ground with our feet. We're going to take our deep breath in. And remember, just because we go into Palchuan doesn't mean you start off and you're flowy. You start going fast and you lock up your legs. And now it's just your arms going real fast. And you're not going to shorten your circles just so you can go faster. No, you're going to keep full range of motion. You're going to keep the connection with your hips and your legs. Okay? You're just going to do it faster. We're going to take a deep breath. We're going to tighten our stomachs. And we're going to go into Palchuan. Palchuan. Shengchuan. Remember, Shengchuan is about dynamic tension, meaning you're keeping tension, but you're moving, you're dynamic, you're fluid, okay? So it's like you have a big stone wheel, and you've grabbed the handle, and it's so heavy, you need to turn it, turn it, turn it. Turn it, turn it. Your whole body is tense. You're squeezing your hands. Everything's tense, like you're flexing in the mirror, but you're moving. Kdeti naučilas читать по-русски. Would you learn to read Russian? Sohan pranks. My mom is Russian. So I've been trying to teach myself Russian. I'm not that good yet, but I can read and I can hold like a easy conversation. Like, Привет, как дела? Хорошо. Я хочу практикаю кунг фу. I don't know if that's how you would say it. Alright, now we're going to transition into cat stance. Okay, so we're going to keep this tension. Don't let go of that tension. Right arm comes up. Get a slight bend to the front. Then as your left arm comes up, we turn our bodies. Right now, your left leg, your foot should be facing this way. It's not facing this way anymore, it's facing this way. And your arms and legs should be a mirror image. So this arm is bent, this leg is bent, this arm is straight, this arm is straight. I mean, this leg is straight. I've got 3 arms. Okay. Then, as your right arm comes up again, you start pulling in your leg. And look, it's like I'm on a hinge. And this arm is swinging me in perfect unison with myself. Okay, so the arm comes up, and you transfer that tension into momentum. This way you're not just relaxing, you're not just losing that energy. No, and that dynamic tension, we've built up so much energy. We've built up so much power. And now we're gonna turn and burst it, release it.
Dean?
Hi. Do the fast arm thing again. Oh my god. You shaggin' blue guy. Well, we are married, so not even gonna attempt to go that quick. So why do we need these movements with our hands? So, this motion is called the windmill, right? And we have a windmill that goes up, and we have a windmill that goes down. The windmill is basically the center of everything we're going to learn in Kung Fu. Do them again until you feel powerful. So by that I mean, when we learn the windmills, it starts off, day 1 starts off, you're just learning how to move in the circle. Then day 2, you learn, oh, okay, so it's not just a circle, it's about my hips and my legs and everything's kind of moving in a circle together. Then day 3, day 4, now it's about the transition, so it's like you start off in one stance, then you move to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and you keep that circle. Then, before you realize it, everything you do, whether it's windmills, stances, punches, kicks, whatever, it's all part of that same circle. So when you learn your windmills, and you really try your best to keep your form and keep your movements 100%, then you pretty much have learned the core of the martial art itself. So that's why we need the motions with our hands. Also, in a more practical sense, you are moving your arms in like the full range of motion that they have. Outward, across your body, up and down. And we practice at 3 different speeds: Tai Chi Chuan, Pao Chuan, and Sheng Chuan. So that we get our flow with our body, we get the speed that we can generate as fast as possible, and you get a constant power generation with that dynamic tension. So you get all 3 modes in a full range of motion, so that whether you make a short movement, a long movement, a medium movement, you've already trained your body to perform at maximum. And that's why the first and last thing you ever do is windmills. Alright, now do your Sheng Chuan, and then do your Whoa! Beautiful. Stay just like that. What happens when 2 windmills collide? You don't want to know. It's like crossing streams on Ghostbusters. It's very dangerous. Okay. I know this is a new stance, but we need to remember it's not just about standing stiff and moving your arms. You have to use your legs and hips for these motions. Use your legs and hips to help you. It's not just your arms. Okay, we're going to take a deep breath. We're going to tighten your stomach. And Pao Chuan. Sheng Chuan. Remember, tight, tight, tight. Now, we're going to transition back into our side horse stance.
My leg is so dead. It hurts so bad.
And we're going to turn the tension, hold the tension the whole time, and then when you drive your heel into the ground, you transfer, drive your heel into the ground. Way better than last time. Transfer into momentum. Don't go limp arm. You know what they say about limp arms, ladies and gentlemen? You lose your power. Come on. Tension, tension, tension. Alright. Alright. Drive your heel into the ground. Okay. Do them again. limp arms?
No, the comments on it.
I used to hit the gains. Limp arm, limp. Limp life. Whoa! Better! So, blue guy, I don't know what my name is, but you're blue guy. Blue guy, we're married. But he is also my fellow student in Kung Fu. And I'm trying to teach him everything that I know.
I know nothing!
Again? So do this one. Shang Chuan. Shang Chuan. Tight, 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 tight. Okay? And when you do this one, momentum. I'm talking momentum. Like Pao Chuan. Burst of Pao Chuan. Full range of motion. Not just like a, I did two. No, like a whole burst of momentum.
No.
Don't hold your breath.
I'm trying not to.
What's wrong with you?
It's so hard.
That's so bad.
I know it's bad.
Why are you holding your breath?
I don't know.
How long have you been doing that? The whole time?
No.
If it helps, when you're doing this, inhale and then exhale. Don't hold it. It's inhale. Exhale. There's no point where the air stops. Shang Chuan to momentum Chuan. Bend that back leg. Don't make me kick your ass in front of all these nice people. Very nice. That was a nice one. Stay in your stance.
Just move it up a little bit.
Stop holding your breath. Feel it in your back and do a windmill. Do you take off?
Depends on how fast you are.
Yes. Helicopter arms. You demonstrate a combination of strokes or movements. Oh, I missed that one. Okay. No.
What?
I'll just try and get you to bend a little bit more.
I thought you were moving me
No,
to
no,
show
no.
a combination of movements.
No. Goro-chan. Here's a combination of movements. Moving the dog. Propping her up. Keeping her out of the way. Stoy.
Babushka, Goroshka.
Okay. So we're here now. Can't believe you holding your breath. What is this? I thought that was a one-off thing. Now you're doing it all the time. Every time I turned around, you're passed out.
Not trying to. It's
No,
just...
that's just a joke, but that's what happens when you hold your breath in these situations. We joke about it, but it can be very serious. It's such a bad habit. Do not hold your breath. Force yourself to take deep breaths. Okay. We're grabbing the ground with our toes. We've got our hips square. Oh, I ran into the couch. Jesus. Hips square. Okay? And we're using our legs to help us move our arms. Okay? Okay, we're going to take our deep breath in. Tighten your stomachs. Outro. Shang Chuan. Okay, now we're going to turn to the front. Again, keep your tension. Keep your tension. And release it as momentum.
They say, what is the utility of this?
Okay. N1 vent. Pretty much already answered this question when I answered Zohan Pranks' question about why do we need these arm movements. But basically, the windmills are the first thing we learn, and they pretty much teach us how in the full range of motion with our bodies, how we can apply our movement, keeping our body connected. We can apply speed and power whenever we need to. We can transition while maintaining our form and without losing our power. And all of that is wrapped into just this one exercise of doing the windmills. You gotta adjust your foot.
Oh, yeah.
And really burst it. When you transition, adjust your foot.
Yeah, I messed up.
And remember, while Micah or I are practicing our transitions, that was very nice. Do them again. You practice your transitions too. This is why we're here. So if we do something wrong and we correct ourselves, it means we need to check and make sure you're not making the same mistake. Very nice.
Good.
One more time. And keep your feet in. Oh, now I'm just getting picky. And really burst it like you would burst your Paltron.
Not bad.
Do them again. Burst it. Burst it like a constant, like 3, 4 worth on each side. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Very nice. Very nice. Alright, check the time.
We've been going for an hour. If you don't include stretches.
Yeah. Okay.
Some water.
Oh,
Get some water.
oh, you need this water?
Yeah, I've already drank all mine.
I drank my water too fast.
How to kill a Kung Fu master.
Yeah, you have to find one first.
Give them water.
Where are you from? We are actually in the southern United States. Southeast. Wow. I can't believe I did that.
You're supposed to breathe deeply, but not liquid.
Thank you, thank you. Okay.
Bruce Lee said, become water, my friend.
Oh my god. So, we transitioned from the side. Kung Fu Master killed by water. Jesus. Keep your tension. Transfer into momentum. And then, slow it back down. Go back to Daiji Chuan. Just have to check. Knowing Micah, and he's here, stand up here. Stand up here. Knowing Micah. I'm sorry, blue guy. You're over here practicing and he's over here. And periodically he's like It's just all sound effects back here. Go back. Now, we're going to transition to our downward windmills. We didn't even have a chance to do our downward windmills last time because we were learning our new stance. But it's very important. Okay? So, with these, remember, feel it in your hips and your legs. You're not just a brick standing here with your arms moving. No, your whole body is fluid. Okay? You should feel as this arm comes down, your hip also rolls down, back, forward, down, back. And while it's doing that, this hip and this arm are automatically doing the same thing, alternating. It might help to think of it as you're not just, moving your arms down, but you're kind of pulling them into yourself. Okay, so what kind of movements would be required if you were to stand there and pull something into yourself, right? If you needed to pull something down with all your force, you'd have to get your hips, you need to get your legs into it, you have to pull, right? Same with the other side. This arm pulls. Now look, you're set up for this arm to pull, okay? You should never just be stagnant, just standing there. Your whole body is moving with your arms. Goro-chan, you're getting too close. What are you, you like danger? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna grab the ground. Make sure your hips are tucked underneath you. We're gonna take our deep breath in, tighten our stomachs. We're gonna go into Paltron. Paltron. Shungtron. We're going to transition to the left side. Again, maintain this tension. And when you drive your heel into the ground, momentum. So, tension. Prepare and momentum. Okay. Hey, pretty good. Pretty good. Now as you turn, imagine you need to pull something up and down. And get your hips under it, under it, under it. Pull it. No, now like this. Get your hips under it, under it. Oh, we're going down. Under it. See? It's not like this. Like you pull like this. Like most people forget their legs even exist. No. Your hips are under it. This way. See? You were trying to be strongman over here. You're not throwing a shot put. Pulling it. Hips. There you go. Hips. There you go. Okay, now do it again. By your sayo. Boy, lost it. Будете сегодня новые движения учить. We learn new movements today. We're going to... The only new thing for today is the fact that we've added a cat stance. Why did you pull that foot in like that? Your foot should be in its spot. You turn, it's in its spot. The only new thing we've learned is that new stance, which we learned last session on number 8. Today's number 9. Okay, stay there.
Is that decent?
It's okay.
Getting there.
So the only new thing is the cat stance that we actually learned 2 days ago during our last session. So the new movements are just applying it now to the windmills, because last time we spent the whole class pretty much just going over how to transition into the cat stance properly. So today is a big day for that. But we are going to be moving into other stuff other than just windmills. Okay, we're going to take our deep breath, tighten our stomachs, and we're going to go into Paltron. Chung Chong. Tee-haw. Remember, keep the tension as we pull into cat stance. Okay, slide forward. And you're going to turn and pull it to you.
It's going to be a little weird.
Yeah, it's going to be different because, like I said last time, sorry, Grushka, my butt was in her face. Zohan Pranks. Thanks for joining the dojo time. Subscribe for you fun to watch as you chase the wind. Oh my god. Thank you, Zohan Pranks. Blue guy's not working well. You must be punished. Oh god. No, don't sacrifice Blue guy. Blue guy tries his hardest. He really does. You're getting it.
That's so weird. Down is so different than up.
Down is different, but I actually prefer down.
Really?
To up. And I will show you why. Since last time, we only had time to do our upward windmills. And as we went over earlier, we revisited the idea that you have this mirror image with your arms and legs before you pull your leg up and you square your hips. The reason why I like the downward windmills is that I personally really like the things that force you to cross your body. Because I feel like the range of motion is so great that it's like, I feel like I've got unlimited power when I'm coming across my body. You know, like when we did those plum flower kicks. You don't just kick, right? You take your hand and you come across, you know, and for some reason you want to put that extra, like, extra torque into everything, right? That's just an example. So with these, you have got that same concept. So you're coming downward as opposed to upward, so there is no mirror image. Everything is opposite, right? So as you come down, you cross your body, and you do your forward tilt, right? Then as you come across is when you're opening your body, and you turn that back leg to the side. See, you cross your body. Then it's like you're pushing it open, right? Push that leg open. Then as this arm comes across, again, you're crossing your body because you're closing off your torso, but your leg is still extended and open. Then, if you imagine you grab onto something over here, you're going to use all of this range to pull your leg up to you, square your hips. So if you do it faster,
That's interesting. Okay.
sorry, Ryan. So when you cross, you close up, get that extra bend. Then as you bring it here is when you shift your weight. Leave your leg there. What are you doing? Shift your weight, right? Then you, whoa, beautiful, beautiful. Do them again.
Get more range backwards.
Okay, this one is all about you crunch yourself up. Crunch yourself up. You didn't crunch it up yet. It was too
more
early.
crunched.
It was too early, yes.
Oh, okay.
When you're all the way down. When your arm's all the way across. There it is, all the way across. And now when it starts coming, it's when you transfer. And when it's coming
And
back.
you pull more back?
You don't have to, I was just demonstrating.
Exaggerating?
Yeah, if you... There you go. So, I mean, you know, you're so literal. You can't make jokes around you, can't exaggerate around you. Kill all the fun, you know?
I'm not trying to, I just want to... Okay.
I don't know, I think I dented it. No, I'm just kidding.
Get out of here. Alright.
У тебя есть своя школа или место, где ты тренируешь учеников, или у тебя индивидуальные занятия для сильного парня. So, do we have своя школа, so our own school, where we train, or where we teach, I guess? Or, тебя... I'm trying to do it before I read his English. Индивидуальные занятия для сильного парня. So, do we have our own school, we teach, or did we individually learn somewhere else, maybe? Let's see. So do you have your own school, or a place where you train students, or you only have individual classes for the blue guy? Blue guy, 2019! Blue guy, 2019! This is our only way to teach. I would love to have a class, but this, for now, we just started. This is only number 9. We do it 3 times a week, so this is our 3rd week. This is our only way, really, to have anybody exercise along with us. And he's my only in-person student, though I have taught other people, they moved away, and so we don't meet face to face anymore. So yeah, he's the only one in person for now. But we hope to be able to have a class in the future. So that's why we do our stream 3 times a week, and we record them all. So we also have like a documentation of this art form. Dr. Doll says, hello, hello, hello. You're too far back.
What?
You come up closer.
Oh.
Hit the thingy.
God, Bee Gees.
Yes. Okay. Fully across first. Then, when this arm comes back, you transfer high. Then, you bring down the hammer. Yeah, boy. Come on.
God.
Come up closer.
I'm gonna do it this.
Okay.
That'd probably be better.
You could come up closer, too. You just refuse to.
My stance is too wide.
I'm a ninjutsu green belt. What kind of kung fu is this? Tai Chi? It's called San Soo Kung Fu, or San Soo. You could call it either way. San Soo or San Soo. San Soo Kung Fu. One more.
Did you see it? No.
Yes.
No. She doesn't care about me.
Oh my god. Yeah. Boom! Beautiful. That was your best one. Alright, get in position. Alright, so we were here. And we kept that tension. Kept that tension the whole way through. And we used every piece of it. Momentum. Before we slow it down. And we're back to Tai Chi Chuan. Now, since we're just learning cat stance and what's going on with it, with our downward windmills for the first time, and we're also learning how to apply our legs and our hips to our motions, take a moment to try to feel how, because your left leg is extended and you've got 80% of your weight on that back right leg, how when you're doing your downward windmills, you can really get this across yourself. And if you get this bend with this back leg, and you really try to push your hips, we square our hips, really try to push them that extra. It helps build up for your next arm to come across. And then again, you pull it across. So you're generating this circle here with your hips and your legs to help your arms continuously pull back inward. Do you feel it?
Yeah, I was.
Bend that back leg. I know it burns.
It hurts so bad.
I don't train every day. How can I put myself into the mindset? Advise me, please. Well, it depends. Dr. Doll, do you want to train every day? Or would you prefer something like what we do, is we do every other day with a 2-day on Sunday and Monday. Because we train Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, Monday we have off. So we have 2 days, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So he says, yes, he does want to do every day. You want to train every day. What I would do when I did every day And some days you wake up and you really don't want to do it. Even every other day. Some days we wake up and it's like, I'm calling it off. I am not doing it today. What I have found helps with that is if you kind of make a routine for yourself, right? So if you get up and you like to wake up, brush your teeth, have breakfast, or if you like to get up, make coffee, have breakfast, like whatever you like to do in the morning, try to make like a routine for yourself. Even if you train in the evening, you don't have to train in the morning or the afternoon or the evening. Like whenever you train during the day, start from the first thing you wake up. Make a routine for yourself. This is what I do when I wake up. This is how I eat breakfast, my coffee, whatever. And then train that day. Then the next day, you wake up, just put yourself in that mindset of, okay, I'm going to wake up, have my coffee, eat my breakfast, do whatever I do in the morning, and then do my training later in the day at some point. And for me, even though I might not train until the evening time, I don't train in the morning, having the same routine every day that I train, it's like your brain starts to expect to train because it expects to wake up, have your coffee, have breakfast, do whatever you do, and of course later in the day it's natural you're going to train. The next day you wake up, have coffee, have breakfast, do whatever you do, and you train. And if you just get through, I'd say the first week even, just the first 7 days, I think your brain will start to switch over and you'll find it a lot easier. In fact, you'll be expecting it. Like, okay, today I'm going to train. And today I'm going to do it more than last time. That's my advice. Okay, gonna take a deep breath. Gonna tighten our stomachs. Gonna go into Paltron. Paltron. Chuan. Okay, we're going to keep that tension, and we're going to transition back to the side. Here, stop. So when we transition back, it's the exact opposite of when we go into it, but we haven't gone over this transition yet. So when you're doing your downward windmills and you transition across your body and you pull it back and you pull it in. Okay? So when your left arm's coming across, you extend that left leg to get ready. Then as your left arm gets ready to come up and down, this arm is going to help you turn. If you imagine it's connected to this leg, it's going to turn that knee. Or if you imagine it's going to close the gate, right? But you're going to keep this tension here. And you're going to drive your heel into the ground. Okay, so we're in cat stance. You come across. Oh, that's what I did. I accidentally did an upward arm instead of a downward arm. So you extend him. This arm still connected to this leg, but it's over top. So you still close the gate and you drive your heel into the ground. You want me to demonstrate again? Yeah, I'll do it this way.
Okay.
We're here. So, if you imagine your arm, right, across your body, stick out your leg with that side. Okay, so boom. Then you're gonna come across, right? You're like, nay.
So from here down. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't over this leg enough.
Oh. Yeah, with the downward wind, I was always imagining you're pulling something close to you. Close. Right? Now you're going to use both these arms to turn you. With this leg driving you, right? Drive, 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 and then you're going to drive your heel into the ground. So you're going to keep this for that to complete habit. Need a signal doing the work and reward. What will be the reward? Very nice.
That's decent.
That was beautiful. Do them again. Your whole body was like, "Foo." That's what you want. I don't know what the reward would be, Dr. Doll. It would have to be a reward that you know is going to work for you. Keep that. This leg is what drives it. Yeah, you're already across. You've already come all the way down when you're here. Down. Beautiful. Beautiful. And you use that hip. Just like that. Just like that. Do it again. Remember, when we're practicing our transitions, you practice too.
Height.
Hi. Hi. Beautiful. Oh, your stance got so long.
I know.
But you still drove it with your back leg, and that's all that matters.
I can still keep my heel
So
down.
it says I'll play a LOL game or Overwatch. If I don't train, no game. I like that. No train, no game.
Some people say no train, no gain.
Yeah.
No train, no game.
No train, no game. With an M. How do you recover after a workout? Massages, baths, what do you use? Zohan pranks. After a workout, we drink a crap ton of water. So much water. And we stretch, and we stretch, and we stretch, and we stretch. We spend so much time stretching afterwards. And then, again, before we go to bed, the day that we train, we also stretch right before bed, like we're standing at the bed. Is when we stretch for one last time, all over. Then we go to bed. First thing in the morning, when we wake up, at least for me, is I do some more stretches, drink some more water. I'll drink a whole thing of these, sometimes 2, when I first wake up in the morning. This is how big? 32 ounces?
Yeah, so
32 ounces! What?
This is so 64 ounces if you drink 2.
Yeah, so 32 ounces of water. And that's how we recover. So we just stretch and drink water. Stretch and drink water. Okay, where are we?
We're inside horse.
We're inside horse. Smart boy. Okay. Okay. So you use this tension, momentum, and now we go into Tai Chi Chuan. What?
Nothing. Koroshka, you said the tension, and then when you went to, she went. Started breathing heavy when you faced her. It was like.
Momentum. There you go. Hang in there, Dwee. Right?
Alright, let's do
Alright. So me, come on. You come on.
this. I'm on.
Come on! Alright. So, grab the ground with your feet. We're going to take our deep breath in. Tighten your stomach. Don't forget the stomach. And we're going to go into Pao Chuan. Pao Chuan. Chuan Chuan. Now we're gonna turn 180. So he says, I feel like I got no balance while I follow the steps here. Well, Dr. Dahl, it's all in your stance. Okay, so if you're facing the side, you know, you have to make sure that your feet are right in front of each other like this, you know. If you're losing your balance sideways like this, you need to move them this way. But don't move them this way, move them this way. Okay, and make sure you keep your back heel down. And make sure you put your hips, you know, you gotta pull your butt underneath you. Make sure your front leg stays bent. Make sure your hips are turned all the way forward. A lot of people are surprised at how often their hips get left open like this. You gotta close them straight.
He said, oh, much better now.
It's all in the hips.
Yeah, these hips ain't going nowhere. They're as tight as they can go.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now don't be stiff with it. You gotta feel, oh my God. You gotta feel that. Yeah, there you go. Look, boom, now you're fluid. Now you're water.
I know, I gotta remember. It's so hard because you think like, oh, you snap into the position and it's like you want to be like, pah, you know? But then you're there and it's like, ugh, you want to just stay in it. But going into, or, you know,
Yeah.
into having the flow
Mm-hmm.
is what's hard.
Thanks for joining the dojo, Dr. Dahl. Or should I say, shit. Okay, so, with this, remember, like I was just telling Micah, it's all in the legs and the hips, okay? You're not just standing here stiff moving your arms. No, you have to move try to feel your hips. You know, they turn with your arm. When your arm comes across, your hip turns a little bit more than square. Okay, as the other arm comes across, they get that slight forward. And it comes back again. And you use that to always be generating momentum for yourself. Let me move over a little bit. Oh, sorry, Dwee.
I can go.
No, I'm good. I'm okay. Alright. We're gonna breathe in. Tighten our stomachs and Pao Chuan. Shang Chuan. Now with Shang Chuan, you squeeze your fists. You tighten your body. Everything should be tense, like you're flexing. But you're moving in big circles. Your legs are tense, your stomach's tense. Your arms and chest. Like you're turning a big wheel. It's so big and heavy. You have to use your whole body to spin it. Jesus, Mr. Beans, what happened to you?
Beans.
Beans, yeah. Okay, now keep this tension. And we're gonna go into our cat stance.
Is that right?
It's
Motion
alright.
wise?
It's alright.
No, like arms with the.
Yeah, I'm saying it's alright.
Alright.
You have to get your timing, right?
Yeah.
So you're here. Remember, when you cross the body, it's when you get your little...
Hold on. You're gonna crush her paws. There you go. Alright. Go ahead.
When you cross your body, remember? That's when you're all the way... And you... That's when you get that little forward, right?
Mm.
Then... You transfer as that arm comes around again. And then as this one comes to drop back down, you're going to use both, remember? Like you're pulling something.
Mm.
Except one comes, across down, one comes across up.
Right.
So, you're here. Transfer it back. Pull it in. Yeah, and that's when you pull it in. Just like that. Beautiful.
Okay.
Now try it with your dynamic tension and your momentum. Just feeling sick all day. Even got baby wipes, so it doesn't help. Dude, everybody should have baby wipes. Transfer it and pull it back. Ooh, nice. Alright, stay there. I said stay there.
I know I'll be in your way. I was just moving slightly.
Now even though you've got one leg almost on tippy toe, just on the balls of your feet, 20%, 80% on this back leg, you can still use your hips and legs to guide these arms. Still use the circular motion. What?
I'm back. Like still am.
Okay, we're going to take a deep breath in. Tighten our stomachs. Paltron. Shantan. Now we're going to transition back to the side. Don't lead with the front hip, with the back hip. And that's all the way down. So when you step out, and this is about to pull you across. See the difference?
Mm.
You're doing this. Watch. It'll make you sick.
Hopefully.
That's how bad it is for you. Alright? So you're here. you're doing.
Hmm.
Does it look like I have power here?
Not as much.
What you need to do from this hip comes round. Control, tight, push it forward. Alright?
Hmm.
See, it almost pushes me like, whoa! Because it comes from that back leg.
Hmm.
Drive that heel into the ground.
That
Okay?
wrong?
No, that was good. It just felt wrong because your arms weren't in sync. But your leg movement was beautiful. There you go. No.
No. So.
Then as these both come across, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just one's down, one's up.
Mm-hmm.
Both come across. Comes from here. From this side. Like you're gonna fooey.
Okay.
So when you cross your body, you know, that's why I say, if you imagine you just grabbed onto something up here, and you need to pull it down. Would you lead with that side? No, you would try to bear down on this side and use that leg to rip it out of there.
Mm.
Yes,
Is
but
that better?
over top, yeah.
Yeah.
So tight. But that was way better. Just like that, it's better. Make sure you're practicing your transitions too. I cannot stress enough. Anytime we're practicing our transitions, you practice yours. Wow. Timing is a little funny on your arms, but your legs, beautiful. Okay, get them all together. So you're here, you just grabbed onto something up here.
Mm.
It's so rigid. Up here,
Mm.
and you need to pull it down. Beautiful. Now do it again. That was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. No, 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 no. Go back. Go on. You got it. Please, shot. Quit bothering everybody. Okay, let's see him again. It's beautiful. Okay, just like how I'm telling Micah. Try to feel this back leg. This hip is what's going to drive you forward. From this hip, you see how it was hip, leg, beautiful. If you imagine, like dominoes, right? You're here. come across your body, and then just like a domino, you've got your hip, your leg, your arm comes across, and you're ready, okay? So you want to feel this. Come on. Nice. Alright, go forward a little bit. Beautiful. Okay, this is our last section of windmills right here. Boy, it's been a long day. Sue-wee. Hasn't it?
Yes.
Sifu sucks. Sifu just doesn't understand. Sifu, please, just let me rest my hands. You're not rigid, leg. You're fluid. Okay, fluid. Okay, gonna take our deep breath, tighten our stomachs. We're gonna go into Palchon. Palchon. Shangchuan. Where's your tension? Where's your fighting spirit? Pull it. Pull it. Pull it. That constant feeling like something is pulling against you. That whole time pulling against you. Okay, now we're going to transition to the front. Nice. And momentum. Okay, let me see that. Let me see that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Alright, just move back. The transition is beautiful. Okay, here we are. We're gonna go into Palchon. Shangchuan. Now we're going to bring our arms in. Now, same as last time. Bring your fists together. Not right here at your chest. Not down your belly button. Right in the middle. You're going to make a nice fist. Curl your fingers in tight. Put your thumb across the bottom. Don't put it in on the side, crunched up, bottom. And don't put it on the bottom sticking out like that either. Tight. Okay. Now we're gonna punch our fists together, lightly at first. That's why it's important to have a nice tight fist. Really tight. Almost so tight you feel like you're gonna drive your fingernails into your palms. Tight. That's how tight. Tight. Gonna punch them together. Easy at first, and go a little bit harder, a little bit harder, a little bit harder with each one. And we're gonna do 10 of them, and on that last one, just hold them together. Okay? Ready?
Aye.
Okay. Here we go. Push them together. Okay, we're gonna move into our squats. Make sure your hips, your butt's not sticking out. Make sure your hips are tucked underneath you. Your knees are bent. Back is straight. Your shoulders aren't scrunching up. And you're gonna leave your hands right here. Okay? Remember, we're gonna do 18. If you can't do 18 yet, that's fine. Do as many as you can. Try to push for one more than last time, at least. If you can do 18, then what we do is we go down lower than last time. And we try to push ourselves up faster than last time. Okay? You have to lower yourself down slowly and use your hips to pop yourself up. That's hips first. Okay? Ready? I'm going to count this first section to 18. Okay? E. R. San. Si. Wu. Liu. Qi. Ba. Ju. Shirt. Shirt eat. Shirt art. Shirt san. Shirt si. Shirt wu. Shirt liu. Shirt qi. Shirt ba. All right. Now we're going to do 18 again, but as fast as we can. So all the way up, all the way down, full range of motion. Okay? So don't start doing tiny squats just to get them done faster. Full range of motion, okay? None of this. What is this? Just riding the world's tiniest donkey. Ready? Position. So I'm going to count for myself. Mike is going to count for himself. You count for yourself as well. And really push yourself. Even if you can't go that fast, try to keep an even pace. All the way down as low as you can. All the way up. All the way down. All the way up. Ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go. Oh, good job, kid. Now, keep your hands together. And we're gonna go down as low as we can. And we're just gonna hold it. Oh, okay. Quick swig of water. Let's go ahead and shake our legs out. Oh my God. Good job, kid. That was great, especially after all those cat stances. Trying to hold them on those legs. You're a beast. You're an animal. What are you doing? Push-ups. Okay. Now we're gonna do our 3-speed push-ups. Okay. These are actually very similar to the squats. What you're gonna do is on the first speed, Daijitron, we're gonna lower ourselves down slowly. Then we're gonna push ourselves up as fast as we can. Slowly. Push yourself up as fast as you can. Okay? Go all the way down. Again, make those fists that you know and love. And we're going to be doing them vertically like this. Keep your elbows in. Don't want to see your elbows coming out like the Western style. Elbows in. Jesus. Okay. Ready? Let me check my length here. All right. Here we go. move on to Paltron, which is as fast as you can. Remember, full range of motion. Don't do any tiny push-ups because you're trying to do them fast. All the way up, all the way down. And it's okay if you can't do them that fast. I still can't do them that fast. But I do them as fast as I can, and I try to keep an even pace. And we'll get faster over time. Together. Okay? Ready? Yay. Now, we move on to Shangchuan, okay? Just like when we do our squats, where we went down low and we just held it there. With our push-ups, we're gonna start off high, we're gonna hold it for a few seconds, middle, hold it for a few seconds, then as low as we can go, hold it for a few seconds, again, middle, and at the top again. Okay? Ready? Okay. Whew. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Middle. Low. Middle. Up. Middle. Low. Middle. Up. Middle. Low. Middle. High. Okay. All right. All right. Let's get one last sip of water. We're gonna start to cool down. Okay. So, we're in our side horse stance, but we're facing forward. And just like a pendulum, we're gonna take our back leg, swing it forward and back. We're gonna start off low. And we're gonna gradually bring it up higher and higher until you're bringing it up as high as you can. And then when you're ready, switch sides and do the same thing. Start off low and back. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to do our breathing exercise. Remember, feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, arms down. We're going to turn them up and breathe in. And out. And one more. Whew. Well, we did it. We made it through. Another grueling training. Hi. We really got to spend time with the new stance that we learned last time. And yes, I highly recommend going back to numbers 4, 7, and 8 if you want to practice over the weekend. During Sunday and Monday, I mean. As we'll be back on number 10 on Tuesday. And on Tuesday, we just might not have quite as many mid-class explanations. So, expect you to study up a little bit, practice your motions. Most importantly, practice feeling the movements with your arms and your legs all moving together. Okay? My hands are up, my hips are forward. As I come down, they're turning, my knees are bending. They're all moving together, no matter which direction, no matter if they're alternating, up or down. It's my legs and my hips that are doing majority of the work. And if you don't feel that yet, then definitely practice over the next 2 days and report back on Tuesday. Because we'll be here. And we expect progress. That's it. Now we salute. Jin Kai Shi. Chi So Su. If you made it with us today, then you are awesome. If you went part way, you're still awesome. And hopefully, if you just now joined us for the first time, then you go back even to video number 1 and see what it's all about when we're going through the very baby basics. And then come back, and we hope to see you on Tuesday, 5 p.m. EST. And until then, thank you. Xie. Spasiba. Gracias. And goodbye.